Thanks for joining me. I'm going to be kind of reviewing and talking about Death Stranding today. Uh, Very weird game. Let's jump right to it. If your dream is to deliver the mail, then I'm telling you this game is for you. Uh, Norman Reedus, aka Sam, he's pretty much a mailman, and he is going to deliver these packages whether he goes through rain, sleet, hail, snow, rough terrain, has to battle monsters, no matter what, he's going to get the job done. And you can kind of see here, I've kind of started this review out with a little gameplay. This is a little further in the game. He's been tasked with picking up some cargo that's down in this canyon here, and there's actually some poisonous gas in the area, so he has to have a gas mask to put on to actually survive to pick these packages up, and that's pretty much the game. You were just going from place to place, either taking a package somewhere, picking a package up, and then taking it somewhere else. It's pretty much like in an RPG where you're just doing fetch quests. And I'm talking about the first 15 to 20 hours of this game that's all you're doing. You're really doing it the whole game, but the first 15 to 20 hours, that's it. You can see here he put the gas mask on. He's now in there picking the cargo up, and you can see him. It puts it on his back, and it starts building up. Kind of weird. This was the only mission that I used the gas mask. There may have been others. I didn't do all the side quest, but I'm sure there's others where you use it. You can see there. You can go in the menu and hit triangle, and it'll actually organize and spread out all the cargo where you can move around easier. Once you start getting a lot of cargo, it's hard to get around, and you can go in there and manually put stuff where you want to put it, but I found it just real simple to hit the triangle button and let it do it itself. But I'm just going to be quiet for a minute and let you kind of see the rest of this mission. I went and got those packages, and now I'm taking it back. You're making the delivery there. Uh, but if you don't enjoy fetch quests, then you probably won't like Death Stranding very much, because I'm telling you, the majority of game that's all you're doing. Now you're doing it in different ways, like you saw this one. Part of that mission was the gas mask. You can see here I have a whole lot more cargo, and kind of another kind of mini game is trying to get where you're going without falling down, without tearing the packages up. There's a rain in here. I won't ruin what it does, but the rain actually will destroy your cargo. So you got to keep up with it and repair the cases when they get damaged. That's kind of another part. I've got a special exoskeleton that he's got on his legs. You can get a strength one and a speed one. There's one to help you plow through the snow faster. There's all sorts of little things to kind of help you. You can also get a trike. You can get a three-wheeled motorcycle to help you. There's vehicles in it. There's all sorts of stuff to help you deliver the packages where they need to go. And you can take a break and rest when your stamina runs out. I don't know if y'all saw well, there it is, the little blue bar. That's your stamina. And you can actually stop and rest, and it'll build back up. You can drink an energy drink and build it back up. I thought this was a neat scene. You know, it kind of looks like a cross out there, and that reminds me of Jesus, my Savior, and Norman Reedus' character Sam. He's kind of like a savior here. He's doing all these things. He's delivering these things to actually save this world that's kind of falling apart, trying to connect everything back together. And just I thought the cross, that was a neat picture, kind of some neat symbolism. I don't know if that's was Kojima's intent, but it did remind me of that. I thought that was a cool scene here. Fixing to have another scene just to show you some more variety. You can see here's a mountain scene where you're delivering things in the snow. Here you got the cool storm ahead. They're called a supercell, and when the supercell occurs, something crazy usually happens. It's almost like the Wizard of Oz. You just kind of get whisked away to something crazy. You can kind of see it there. He's going to meet his buddies here. Again, really reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. What's about to happen here. Here's another aspect of the game. The enemies in the game, there's like these supernatural enemies called BTs, and they'll grab you and take you to well, they don't really take you where they change the landscape though. Things start changing. You can see it here. You saw these whale-like monsters jumping out. I know you saw in that whirlwind a whale goes flying in the air. Well, whales are symbolic in it and play a big role. I won't get into all that in case you want to play it and see it yourself, but whales do play a big part. But I just thought this was a neat scene. This is later in the game, and later in the game to me really picked up for me because it's more action. It's more craziness and more of the weird stuff, which I thought was neat. But also it gets more action packed. I'm not gonna lie, I got really tired of the Fetch Quest stuff, and to me it just went on way too long. I think the delivering the packages type stuff should have been cut down some, and it's still going. Once you finish it, it kind of leaves the world open. You can keep doing things, but when you get to areas like this, it's really cool. And we're fixing to see there's also some areas that's more like Metal Gear. You actually do fight a little bit and do some gunplay. You see that in this area. I won't talk about where it's at or how you get there. But this reminded me a lot more of Metal Gear, and to me it was a whole lot more entertaining and a lot more fun. Not gonna lie though, the controls to me here were just a little wonky. I did have trouble trying to aim and always shooting it where I wanted to shoot it. It caused me to have to repeat a lot of these missions, but I did enjoy them. I had a lot of fun doing these things. That's Mad's character. He's pretty awesome. I think that's my favorite character, the guy you're kind of fighting here. And the story again, it is a wild story, but for some reason I ended up really enjoying it. I don't know if I understood all of it. But I did enjoy the story when it was all said and done. It ended up being kind of neat. And these next couple of scenes that I put in here, it's just some of the quirky stuff that Kojima's kind of known for. One way you get grenades. Your character's body, his genetic makeup is kind of different from other characters, and they actually use, like, I don't know what you'd say, is his DNA or something to make weapons. So when you use the bathroom, they make grenades out of it, and you get different grenades. I don't remember which one that was. When you urinate, you get like number 1 grenades, and when you go number 2, you get number 2 grenades. It's really kind of quirky, but overall, I kind of go by a letter grade, kind of like at school. I would probably give this a C or a C plus. The delivering the packages all the time, for me personally, it got really old. Now it was neat for a while. I really wish it would have picked up and got more action packed. But I really liked the story. I really loved all of the characters, and I did have a really good time with it. But I don't know if it's for everyone, but I'd probably give it a C plus overall. And your little guy here, that he's known as a BB, a bridge baby. You get super attached, and this was like a freaky scene that I kind of wanted to close out with. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you all have a blessed one.